Hello, thank you very much for clicking on the video. In this video I'm going to show you the steps how to dual boot Windows 10 and Manjaro Linux. The steps I'm going to cover are for the scenario where you have only one hard drive installed in your computer. Before we start, I would like to suggest that check your BIOS settings, and in the BIOS find under what boot mode does your PC or laptop run. So this is what I'm talking about. This is the boot mode. It says UEFI only, and usually this is located under startup, or it will just say boot. The reason why I'm telling this is when you create the bootable USB drive, the USB drive also needs to run under the same boot mode. Otherwise, what will happen is if you have a bit older computer, I know some of them support only legacy boot. So if you have a computer like that runs only under legacy boot, and you create a USB drive that runs on UEFI, so what will happen is the USB drive won't be detected at all, or the PC will be able to boot the drive, but the installation of the operating system won't be able to detect the hard drives in the PC. So for that reason, I always suggest to use a tool like Rufus. The reason for that is Rufus will give you options under what boot mode to flash the USB drive. So it's located under this partition scheme, and it gives you both options, MBR and GPT. So GPT is for the UEFI boot mode, and MBR is for the legacy boot mode. So just keep in mind, keep a note of that, and make sure that you flash the USB drive under the correct boot mode. In general, the boot mode just needs to match the boot mode of your PC, and that is all. So let us start. The first step is we need to go in our disk management, and in the disk management we are going to split our hard drive. So this is our hard drive here on this machine, and you go right click on it, and then go to the option shrink volume. So right here, enter the amount of space to shrink in megabytes. So for this example, I will shrink it, make a partition of 30 gigabytes. And go click on shrink. And now we have two partitions on our PC. So on the partition where it says unallocated, you go right click and choose the option new simple volume. Then go next, again next, the drive letter, okay, that's fine. And this is also fine. File system NTFS, okay, new volume, that is also fine. Click finish. Okay, so and this was the okay. Now that we have two partitions on our computer, now we can go ahead, place the USB drive, Manjaro USB drive, and boot the Manjaro installation. So I already did that, so I will go restart the machine and boot into the Manjaro installation. Okay, so this is the Manjaro boot menu. We will start the Manjaro installation. Okay, great. Now that we have booted the live Manjaro, we will start the installation right away. Okay, we can go ahead and start it. Click on next, then choose your region, choose your city. Okay, we'll go next. Choose the keyboard layout. This is also fine. Okay, so here, this is the most important step in the installation process. This screen here, this is our partition manager. And here we need to choose our partition we just created where the Manjaro is going to be installed. So on the bottom here, you can see this is our entire hard drive with all available partitions. And also Manjaro here is giving us a couple of options how to install the Manjaro and how to run the partitioning for the system. But I'm going to cover a process where the installation is really simple. It's quite simple. So we're going to go with the option replace partition. And then we need to choose our new partition we created earlier in the first tab. So that is this one here, the yellow one. Select that one. Also, an important step, bootloader location. Bootloader location needs to be selected for the master boot record. So once you do that, again, go next. Okay, and now we need to create our user account. Choose password. Also, an important step, this is the password for your root account. After that, again, we go next. And okay. And now it's asking us which office suite to install. Okay, well, we can go with the LibreOffice. That is good. And this is the summary of installation. Once we make sure that everything is correct, we go ahead and click install. And again, install now. And that is basically it. So I will go ahead and speed up this part of the video and we will continue after the installation is done. Okay, great, the installation is done. Once the installation is completed, you can go ahead and remove the bootable USB drive. After that, we can go ahead and restart the system right away. And during the boot process, we should get the bootloader. Okay, and this is the Manjaro's bootloader. As you can see, it's giving us the option to boot either Manjaro or Windows 10. So let's go ahead and boot in Windows 10 to make sure it's working. Okay. Okay, great. So we were able to get back in Windows. And let's go ahead and test if you're able to boot in Manjaro. Okay, Bootloader, Manjaro Linux. Great, excellent. Okay, and we have Manjaro Linux installed and booted. Great. Okay, and that was it. That was the process how to dual boot Windows 10 and Manjaro Linux. Again, I just want to say thank you very much for watching the video and have a good day.